It's acres and move makers. It's acres and move makers. I deal with land flippers, acres and move makers, room shakers, big boys with huge paper, the newspapers. You can run but can't escape us. We winning with these flash green when they act racist. Success is so contagious. Let's go. It's acres and move makers. Welcome to Acres and Move Makers. My name is Ray.
My name is Jay.
And we are
the Acre Boys.
Today we want to talk to you guys about our fastest land deal.
Now, here's the interesting part about this, right? And by no means do all deals move this fast, right? But when you're in the game for a certain period of time, you are going to have transactions that move a lot faster than the other, right? And I'm going to say that that's going to be based off of high demand that are inside of these actual areas, right? So when you think about what makes a deal sell fast, as far as velocity point, right? You have to have the right buyer and somebody that's willing to execute, right then. On this specific deal that we're talking about, which is our fastest land deal, it just so happens that the family who wanted this particular piece of dirt lived on that actual street, right? They've been riding up and down these blocks, looking at all like the land that was located and isolated around them, and just waiting for something to actually come up and actually be for sale, right? So we listed that property on Facebook Marketplace, right? And within a couple of minutes of posting that actual listing, bam, you got a hit back from the actual seller, right? Now, what we were talking about before, when time meets opportunity, right? These people already had an existing demand as far as what they actually wanted. So what do? We fulfilled that demand, and because it was something they wanted so bad, they were willing to execute even faster. And on top of that, they had the money to actually do it. Sometimes you get people that come on, they tire kick or whatever the case may be. They have, they'll ask about the property or whatever the case may be, but nothing really actually goes into the next level as far as getting the actual deal done. But these people were ready to pull the trigger because we provided something for them that they've been waiting for a long period of time.
So let's dive deep into the details of this deal. This was our fastest transaction. We closed this deal out in 3 hours, a little under 3 hours. It was a piece that sat in Georgia. I forget the name of the county that we were working in because we move around. But it was a 2 acre or 3. It was a 3 acre in Georgia that we picked up for $4,200. Couldn't beat the price. We got it for $4,200. We listed it for $27,000. And it sold in 3 hours. The realtor took their fee, and the rest was ours. I don't know what we made, Jay. 24 grand,
yeah,
25,
like
whatever. We profited 24,000 or 25,000 after all fees. Maybe 24,000 after paying for title and paying the realtor and all of that. But 3 hour deal, profited about $24,000 on that deal. And my take on that, my outlook on that, it is you just have to be in the game because we never can predict when these deals are going to go. All we are taught to do and what we know how to do is to make sure we're buying a quality piece. When you buy it right, it always sells right. You maybe heard me say that before. When you buy land right, it always sells right. And typically the nicer the piece, the faster it will sell, right? But can we guarantee that? We can never guarantee that. People ask us, or how long can I expect to wait to sell? I can never give you an answer.
Right.
I can only give you my experience. That ranges from 3 hours to up to 3 to 4 months.
For sure.
And that's what I tell everybody. But this particular case, it was a 3 hour transaction. You have to be inside of the game to stand a chance at landing these deals. From a time perspective, this is a home run. From a time perspective, selling land in 3 hours as soon as you post it, that is a home run. That is exactly how you want your deals to go. What if all the deals could be like that, right? Sure. It'd be all smiles at all times.
Everybody be smiling.
But when you're active, when you're in the game, you run across these situations, just like home run deals, just like big number deals with 100,000 on a deal, 200,000 on a deal, 3 hours on a deal, 1 day on a deal. as you continue to do deals, you'll run across these, right? You'll have some highs, you'll have some lows, you'll feel everything that comes with this space. And this one right here just happened to be a really feel-good situation that went really well for us. And super excited and can't wait to find another one of these type of circumstances and deals, because I like 3 hours.
For sure, definitely. And on top, just to put something on top of that, no matter when you get into any business, right? You have to be in it for the long haul if that's what you actually want to do. It's got to be some time on the clock in order for these things to actually move right. Some people will say, all right, the property's been on the market for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. They start getting, flustered because the property isn't selling, right? But here's the thing, right? Everything has a gestation period, right? You're gonna go through all different things when it comes to dealing with every level of business. And just because you don't see something working on the front end, right? You don't see it working. And keep in mind, I'm talking about visual eye, right? You don't see something working. You think that it's not working. It's working all the time. It's just a matter of testing who you are in the business capacity. Are you willing to be bad enough, long enough to be good? Because a lot of times people have very little patience. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not anything that you get inside of this space, you are actually going to earn. You're going to have deals where it's going to take you 4 months, like you said, 2 months, an hour to sell, whatever the case may be. But as long as you're going through in the process and you don't quit, you're going to have a variation of everything. And that is what's going to make you a profitable land investor.
And last but not least, when you do, it's the law of expectation, something called the law of expectation. Now, after you complete a 3-hour transaction, guess what happens moving forward? Each deal that I post, I'm looking to see if I can hit that again. I expect for it to go fast. And in fact, when it doesn't go fast, I start to, wonder why. Like, nah, I was for sure that one would go fast. That's why you have to get in the game and get some proof of concept, because that proof of concept is the only thing that's going to raise your belief level up. So that's my take on that.
That's right.
If you found this video
helpful,
that's
right,
or useful, or if you want to learn how you could put yourself in position to learn to do deals that will go in 3 hours or less, phone number on the screen. We'll drop it below in the description. Contact the Acre Boys. You can get in touch with us or someone from our team. We'll be happy to put some information in front of you.
For sure.
So until the next time, invest in dirt.
It's the cleanest way to make money, y'all. Peace.